Hey guys, what's up? It's Sadiq Rath here, and well, this isn't the normal video that I would really like to make. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm currently living in Southwest Florida, and we got a hurricane coming down on us, a pretty serious one. So, um, so with that, I know I just started this channel, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to do good things with this channel. But if I'm gonna be honest about this, I'm pretty fucking scared. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri. Um, you know, lived lived in a pretty good amount of places. But I've never really been through a hurricane. I've been through tornadoes. Been through some earthquakes, but nothing real bad. But this is my first like really devastating thing I'm going to experience. Um, at this point, you know, one thing before a storm like this, I always wondered, why don't people evacuate? Well, now I know why people don't evacuate. Basically, the situation is there's no gas along I-75, and just from supply and demand, I don't think there is going to be gas. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be caught out in a storm of this magnitude in my car on an interstate. I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. My house has, it's pretty hurricane proof. We're gonna board up the windows starting tomorrow. We got supplies coming in for that. We're pretty well stocked on water, and we're also gonna take the preparedness by filling pretty much everything that we can have with water, along with like bathtubs and sinks and stuff like that. So, we're gonna stick it out. My house is about, from the ground that it's on, it's about 3 feet off the ground on a concrete slab. Um, and the land itself inclines about 3 feet. So I'm right off 6 feet from the ground. So I'm not really worried about like rain flooding. I mean, it could happen. I mean, the thing that I'm worried about is the storm surge. I live pretty much right across the street from the Intercoastal Waterway. It is on a floodplain, but like I said, my house is pretty highly elevated, and the drainage on the land is pretty good too. But yeah, we don't really know tonight what's going to happen. It's a big storm. Um, you know, so what we're looking at for my family is we kind of want the storm. We want to be left of the eye. We don't want to be right of the eye, because the right of the eye is going to just pound the storm surge in, and it's already going to make everything else devastated. I mean, we've pretty much accepted the fact that we're going to be losing power. We're going to be affected by the storm. But the worst is whenever you're to the right of it. So honestly, the best case scenario for that is for it to go up the East Coast, and I'm sorry, that's sucks for the East Coast of Florida and Miami and stuff like that. But I mean, that's the best way for it to happen, just because Florida's not going to get pounded by that surge that bad. Compared to if it were to hit the West Coast of Florida like that with the right of the eye, it's not the best. I learned a lot about hurricanes these past few hours. Didn't really know much about them. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard video to make, man. Pretty much next week we'll be survivors of it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if everything I own is going to be gone. The house that I'm currently staying in, the house that I live in, it was passed on from my grandfather to me. So he built the house, with the intention of having, hurricane proof. And, you know, that's like the biggest thing for me is like, you know, this past year it's been a really hard year on me, man. Like, my grandfather recently passed away this year, and kind of unexpectedly too. So that's why I'm here, to look after the property, you know, to keep his wishes in mind. And so I wouldn't have a problem with evacuating, to be honest, because I don't want to evacuate. I don't want to leave here, and because it's not my stuff. You know, I'm still going through everything through this house, and you know, finding the messages and stuff like that, because he was a very organized person, and he left a lot of, you know, messages for me. And the fact that it's going to possibly be flooded or destroyed, it's hard not to get emotional about, and that's why I don't want to leave. You know, me and my grandfather were very close. My mother passed away whenever I was young. She had manic depression, and she ended her life, and that was really hard on my grandfather. So, you know, I was pretty much the only thing that he had. I was pretty much his family. So, you know, this year has been real rough on me. You know, I just, you know, hopefully this just passes through. Not that bad of damage. But I mean, I'm a realist. I'm not an optimist. Expect for the worst and hope for the best. And yeah, we'll go from there. You know, hopefully nothing that bad is destroyed, and I can get back up and running within a few days after this. You know, bring out some good content for you guys. You know, and just something to really work to, because that's going to be, you know, if I do get knocked out of commission, I want to come back, and I want to do the best job that I can possibly do. But yeah, I'll be on up leading up to the storm. I'll probably keep up some updates with this. You know, I'll try to document it too. I feel like that's a very important part of history. So yeah, so if just keep me in your thoughts, keep me in your prayers. Whatever you believe, you know, just send good vibes, you know. And that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't stream today. I've been, you know, preparing for the hurricane about to hit us. But yeah, just please keep me in your prayers. And Sadiq Wrath out. I will be on tonight. Probably a little bit for Destiny too. Definitely be on tomorrow. I'll basically be going until I can't go anymore. You know, it's a good way to keep my mind off of it. So, alrighty, guys. You all have a good night.